Hello students, so today we are going to study and start a new chapter, that is chapter number 8, how do organisms reproduce. So we have already you have already studied about reproduction in your lower classes, that what is reproduction. Let me write the definition of reproduction here again. So reproduction is a biological process in which one organism give rise to another organism of its own kind or of the same kind. So that is the definition of the term reproduction. So reproduction is a biological process in which one organism produces another organism of its own kind. So this is the definition which we have learned in our lower classes, and the same definition will remain here also. So reproduction is a biological process. Okay, it's not a physical process. It takes place only in the living organism, in which one organism produces another organism of its own kind. Now what are the advantages of reproduction, or what are the benefits of the reproduction? Now you have already learned about advantages is that it helps in continuation of species. So continuation of species, because of the reproduction, means one species can live for a longer time if the species is able to reproduce and transfer its characteristics into the new generation or the next generation. Then we also need biodiversity around us. Okay, so if there is a biodiversity, then the community or uh, the nature will be more stable. So that is also important. So maintenance of biodiversity, that is also because of reproduction. So maintenance of biodiversity, maintenance of biodiversity, then ecological balance. Okay, so all these uh, advantages are there of the reproduction. Now let me ask you a question. Suppose a mango tree is there. Okay, now how we grow a mango tree? Let us try to understand this. This is a very simple concept. So a mango tree produces mango fruit, and the fruit contain seed. And if we put the seed in the soil, or we sow the seed, the seed will germinate and it will form a new mango plant. Okay, so we already know about all these things, that mango, when the season is there, it produces fruit contains seed, and if we put the seed in the soil, the seed will germinate and produces a new mango plant. But my question is, how does this seed has got to know, or how does the seed know that it has to produce only mango plant? Why this seed of mango cannot produce a guava plant or plant of any other type? Why this mango seed produces only a new mango plant? Why not any other plant? So how does this seed has got the information to produce a mango plant? Okay, let us try to answer this question. Now mango contain DNA. DNA is the genetic material, and what it is doing, what is the function of DNA? It stores the information. It stores information, and then what happens? This information can be passed to the next generation. So it stores information, and this information, to produce a new plant, new mango plant is passing to the seed. Okay, and that is why the seed has got the information to produce a new mango plant. I hope you are getting my point that mango contains DNA. DNA is the genetic material which stores the information, and that information passes to the seed which has got the information to produce a new mango plant. But again, one more question is there. If mango plant will give its own DNA to the seed, then mango will not have the DNA, then mango cannot do the control the different activities of the of its own. So what it does, it cannot give its own DNA, but what it does, it copy the DNA. So DNA of original mango, DNA of mango plant, okay, so DNA of mango plant gets copied, okay, and a new DNA copy is made. Okay, this new DNA copy then passes to the then it passes to the seed, and that is why the seed has its own DNA. Seed get the DNA from the parent plant, and the seed has its own DNA, and that the DNA which has the information produces a new mango plant. So I hope you have understood that during the reproduction, DNA copying takes place. Okay, so new DNA is made. Let us see what is given in the NCERT. Okay, now we are going to study this chapter. So let us see what is given here in 8.1. Do organisms create exact copies of themselves? What is this NCERT telling us about all these things? Organisms, let us read from here. Organisms look similar because of their body designs are similar. Okay, if the body designs are similar, the blueprint for this design should be similar. Blueprint means from where these designs are getting copied. So designs are getting copied from the blueprints. So if the organism, like we human beings are all same, okay, we all have same characteristic features. We all have two legs and two hands and two eyes, and then we have one tongue. All these characteristics are similar in all the human beings. So we get this information from our DNA. Okay, so all of us are getting this information from the DNA of our parents. So that is why the DNA is equal to the blueprint. Okay, so blueprint of the design should be similar. Thus, reproduction at its most basic level will involve making copies of the blueprint. So what is the blueprint of the design? The blueprint of the design is the DNA. So the basic event is copying the blueprint, that is copying the DNA. Okay, let us see what is given here in the second paragraph, first line. So a basic event in reproduction is the creation of a DNA copy. So a new DNA copy is made, and this process of copying the DNA is called as replication. Now these terms are not given in your NCERT. This is just for your information I am giving you. So what is replication? Replication means the copying of DNA. Copying of DNA. So DNA copies itself and makes a new DNA copy. That is called as replication. Okay. Okay, so cells use chemical reaction to build copies of their DNA, means the chemical reaction. So what is the name of the chemical reaction is replication. Okay. So we have learnt in ninth class that chromosome in the nucleus contain information for inheritance of features from parents to the next generation in the form of DNA molecules. Already we have studied that. So the DNA in the cell is the information source for making proteins. So if the information is changed, the different proteins will be made, and because of that different designs will be there. So if we want to do any change in the structure of the organism, what we do? We change the DNA. The blueprint is changed. Then the information will also get changed, and the basically the information from the DNA. Now let me write here. The information from the DNA passes to the RNA, and from the RNA the information passes to the proteins. Now you know what are proteins. Proteins are building blocks of our body. So if the building blocks are changed, what is the structure, what is the function of protein? They make body structure. Okay, so if the DNA is changed, RNA is also changed, protein will be changed, then the body structure will also change. So if we do any change in the DNA, then the protein, eventually the proteins will also change, and because of that the body structure will also change. I hope you are getting this. Okay, so the cells are doing chemical reaction to make the copies of the DNA, and the name of the chemical reaction is replication. Okay, so now when the DNA gets copied, the DNA alone does not get copied. Okay, like for example, you say take the example of an organism which is having no shape. So amoeba divides into two daughter amoeba. Okay, so amoeba is dividing into two daughter amoeba. Now you see here, now before the amoeba divides, first thing what is dividing here is the nucleus. So the information divides first. Okay, so you see here, so in the binary fission of amoeba, which you have already studied in your lower classes, so what happens? The parent, in parent amoeba, what happens? First thing is division of nucleus. So division of nucleus takes place, and then after the division of nucleus, this is the first step. Second step is division of cytoplasm. Okay, so nucleus divides, and then the cytoplasm divides, and number 3, finally the complete organism, means complete parent organism, complete parent organism divides divides and forms daughter to daughter organisms. So you see what is happening here. The first thing is the division of the nucleus. After that, division of the cytoplasm. So what does the cytoplasm contain? Cytoplasm contain cell organelles. So everything divides. So not only the nucleus divide when the reproduction takes place, not only the nucleus divides, but the whole apparatus of the cellular of the cell divides. So what is the cellular apparatus here? The cell membrane. Okay, the cell membrane also divides, plus cytoplasm divides. So not only the nucleus but the cell apparatus, means the cell membrane, cytoplasm, everything divides, and then finally the complete organism divides and form two new daughter organism. This is how a common type of cell division takes place, or common type of reproduction is there. Okay, let us see what is given here in the NCERT. Okay, so when the DNA divides, this creates two copies of the DNA in a reproducing cell, and they will need to be separated from each other. However, keeping one copy of the DNA in the original cell and simply pushing the other will not work. Okay, so keeping one copy inside the cell and push the other copy of the DNA without formation of the cytoplasm and without formation of the cell membrane, it will not work. The organism will simply die because it does not, I mean the nucleus cannot work, the DNA cannot work alone. The DNA needs a complete uh, system, complete machinery to work. So because the copy pushed out would not have any organized cellular structure. So what is this organized cellular structure? I told you, cell membrane and the cytoplasm. This is the organization of the cell for maintaining life processes. Therefore, DNA copying is accompanied, means it is followed by the creation of additional cellular apparatus. So I already told you what is cellular apparatus. Cellular apparatus includes cell membrane and the cytoplasm, and then the DNA copy is separate. So this is the summary which I have given here in my notes. If you want, you can copy it. That the division of nucleus takes place first, means that DNA gets copied here. When the nucleus divides, bracket you can write here, DNA gets copied and then divides. Then division of cytoplasm, and then the complete organism divides, forming two daughter organisms. So how can two daughter organisms be formed? When they have different plasma membranes. So eventually everything divides. So alone the DNA does not divide alone during the reproduction. The division of the DNA or the copying of the DNA is followed by division of the cytoplasm and then division of the cell membrane, that is the cellular apparatus. Okay, each with its own cellular apparatus. Effectively, a cell divides to give rise to two cells, that we have already seen in binary fission of the amoeba. Now let us talk about one more important feature. Okay, now that we will continue, because that topic will be related with the next topic, so that we will continue in the next class. Okay, till now you make notes and study this much. Okay, thank you students.